Hello children, welcome again for the new session of science, chapter 11, transportation in animals and plants. Children, today's session I would like to explain the important points from this lesson once again. Okay, let's begin the lesson now. Today's first topic is heart. Heart is one of the very important organs in our body. You can see the diagram of heart on the screen in your textbook also. So let us learn once again about heart. The heart is an organ which beats continuously to act as a pump for the transport of blood. All of you are knowing that our heart beating continuously. Whatever work we are doing, we are sleeping, we are running, we are playing, every time our heart is beating continuously. That means how it is working? It is acting as a pump for the transport of blood. That means it is pumping blood to transport each part of the body which carries other substances with it. Okay, the main function, that means it acts as a pump to transport blood to other parts of the body. Okay, imagine a pump working for years without stopping. Absolutely impossible. Listen, if any man-made material, artificial pump, if it is working continuously so many years, it will get damaged. But listen, our heart, how long the human being living, that much years the heart is continuously beating. Yet our heart works like a pump, it is non-stop. The heart is located in the chest cavity with its lower tip slightly tilted towards the left side. Just see where it is situated. Our heart is situated, it is located in the chest cavity with the lower tip slightly tilted towards left side. That all of you are knowing that our heart is located in the left side of our chest. And if you are holding your fingers inwards on your palm, you can see that just hold your fingers on the palm. You can feel the beating of the heart. That means that is pulse only. I am coming to the point. What will happen if the blood rich in oxygen and the blood rich in carbon dioxide mix with each other? So the pulse rate also in the palm portion we can find out. We can feel the tick of the pulse rate. The heart, it is located in the chest cavity, little left side, tilted towards the left side. And our heart is pumping blood continuously. So in our body, there are two types of blood, oxygenated blood and deoxygenated blood. So here one question it is there, if oxygenated blood and deoxygenated blood mixing together, what will happen? To avoid this from happening, the heart has 4 chambers. The 2 upper chambers are called the atrium otherwise, and the 2 lower chambers are called the ventricle. To avoid the mixing of oxygenated blood and deoxygenated blood, our heart is having 4 chambers, 2 upper and 2 lower. The upper chambers are known as atrium, lower chambers are known as ventricles. Okay, so the partition between the chambers helps to avoid mixing of blood rich oxygen with blood rich carbon dioxide. Listen, in between this auricles and ventricles, the partition is there. That partition is avoiding the mixing of oxygenated blood and deoxygenated blood. Okay children, this much about the more important, because our body, it contains oxygenated and deoxygenated blood. It should not mix each other. It is a very dangerous condition. The human being can die. That means it causes death also. So to avoid the mixing of oxygenated and deoxygenated blood, there is a partition between auricles and ventricles. Okay. Now the heartbeat. I told you our heart is working continuously. That means non-stop. So the muscles contract and relax rhythmically. The muscles of the heart, it is contracts and relax rhythmically. This rhythmic contraction followed by the relaxation constitute a heartbeat. This contraction and relaxation that constitute heartbeat. Remember, the heartbeat continues every moment of our life. If you place your hand on the left side of your chest, you can feel your heartbeat. That all of you feel, you tried, I think so. So if you are keeping our hand on the left side of our chest, we can feel the sound of heartbeat. That means the tick tick sound of our heartbeat. You are knowing that the doctors are using stethoscope to hear the heartbeat of the patient. The doctors keeping the stethoscope the left side of our chest only, because the heart is located. So the stethoscope, you might have noticed the three parts are there. Chest piece is there, ear piece, and in between one tube is there. So chest piece, the round portion, doctors are keeping on our chest, and the ear piece they keep on the ear. So they can hear the heartbeat of the patient clearly. Okay children. So from this we can understand that our heart is continuously beating every now and then. Whatever work, whatever activity we are doing, it never stops. How long the human beings living? The heart is beating. The heart is having 4 chambers, 2 auricles and 2 ventricles. Because of the partition between auricles and ventricles, oxygenated blood will not mix with the deoxygenated blood. Children, I hope you have understood this much. Children, before going into the human respiratory system, I would like to explain about pulse. The number of beats per minute is called the pulse rate. A resting person usually has a pulse rate between 72 and 80 beats per minute. Listen children, the number of beats per minute is called the pulse rate. A resting person, that means a healthy person, a resting person, is having the pulse rate between 72 and 80 beats per minute. In 1 minute, our pulse is beating 72 to 80 times in 1 minute. In case of a healthy person, if you touch the left palm with your finger, you can feel the tick tick feeling, you can feel that. So you just look at the watch and count it 1 minute. How many times your pulse beating? So if it is in between 72 and 80 times, that is the normal pulse rate. Okay children, now let us move on to the respiratory system of human. Generally, respiratory system of human, it contains kidneys. 2 kidneys are there. You can see the diagram. Ureter, urinary bladder, urethra and urinary opening. Okay. What is the function of the kidney? The waste which is present in the blood has to be removed from the body. Listen children, our blood, so many waste materials are there. It has to be removed from the body, otherwise it is very dangerous. A mechanism to filter the blood is required. So how to remove the waste product? Because we have to remove the waste product from the blood. It is very dangerous, and for that what filtration process it is needed. And this filtration process is done by the blood capillaries in the kidneys. The kidneys, so many blood capillaries are there. These blood capillaries do the filtration of the blood, that means to remove the waste from the blood. When the blood reaches the 2 kidneys, it contains both useful and harmful substances. When the blood is reaching to the kidneys, our blood contains useful products and harmful products. The useful substances are absorbed back to the blood and The waste dissolved in water are removed as the urine. Listen children, our blood is continuously flowing when it is reaching to the kidneys. It contains harmful and useful substances. Useful substances are absorbed back into the blood. That means blood is taking the useful substances, but the harmful substances dissolved in water are removed as the urine. Okay. Now, from the kidneys, the urine goes into the urinary bladder through the ureters. From the kidneys, you can see the diagram. From the kidneys, the urine goes to the urinary bladder through the tube-like structure. They are known as ureters. It is stored in the bladder and passed out through the urinary opening at the end of the muscular tube called the urethra. After storing urine in the ureters, it is passed out through the urinary opening at the end of the tube urethra. You can see where it is the urinary opening. Okay. So the main parts of the excretory system: two kidneys, ureters, urinary bladder, and urethra. Okay. An adult human normally passes about 1 to 1.8 liters of urine in one day. One day, a normal person, the person who is not having any disease, he will pass urine 1 to 1.8 liters in one day. But the urine contains more water. That means 95% of water, 2.5% urea, and 2.5% other waste products. These are the contents in the urine. That means 95% water in the urine and 2.5% urea and 2.5% other waste products. Okay. Now, the sweat. In the summer season, we are sweating, and after drying, we can see the white spot on your dress. That is nothing but it is salt. Okay. So, that is also one of the waste product we are throwing out from our body. So, does the sweat serve any other function? Sweat is having any other function or not? The water evaporates from the pores of the pore just like which causes cooling. After sweating, our body will get coolness. Okay, so here two types of excretory materials are there: sweating and urinating. Okay, this is the excretory system. It contains so many parts are there: kidney, urethra, urinary bladder, and urinary opening. All the waste product. What is the function of the kidneys? It removes the waste material from the blood. That means it is acting as a filter. Okay, I hope you understood about the kidneys. Now our next topic is transport of water and minerals. In the previous video I already explained plants absorb water and minerals by the roots from the soil. The root have root hairs. You can see the diagram. The root absorbing water and minerals from the soil. The root is having root hairs. The root hairs increases the surface area of the root for the absorption of water and minerals. The root hair is contact with the water present between soil particles. Listen, the root hair, it is going deep under the soil and absorb water and nutrients from the soil, and it is contact with the water present in the soil particles. Okay, now we can see the diagram and some arrow marks also it is given there. We can see that from the root the water and minerals going up through the stem of the tree and giving to all other parts of the plant. Okay, but listen, two questions we are having. That answer also yesterday I told you, that means the previous video. But the first question is how water and nutrients absorbed by the root and transported to every parts of the leaves or any other parts of the plant. Second one, how the food prepared by the leaves carried to the parts of the plant. These two questions. Okay, let us see that. The answer is like that only. The plants or the trees, it contain vascular tissue. Listen children, plants have pipe-like vessels to transport water and nutrients from the soil. Pipe-like vessels are there in plants, and these vessels are made of special type of cells. So in all plants, some pipe-like vessels are there. It contains some special cells forming the vascular tissue. So the main word is vascular tissue. A tissue is a group of cells that perform specialized function in an organism. The definition of the tissue is a group of cells. A tissue means it contains so many cells. A group of cells that perform special function, that is known as a tissue. The vascular tissue for the transport of water and nutrients in the plant, it is called the xylem. Listen children, with the help of the xylem, the water and nutrient transport in the plant. That is the answer of first question. How the water and nutrient absorbed by the plant transported to leaves? Through the xylem. With the help of vascular tissue, xylem, the transport of water and nutrients in the plant happening. Okay. Now the next one. The xylem forms a continuous network of channels and that connect the root to the leaves through the stem and branches. The xylem means it is a continuous network that is starting from the root to the leaves, in between connected to branches and the stem. So whatever the root is absorbing from the soil, the xylem can transport to other parts of the plant. Okay. The next one, the food is prepared. That means leaf is called the kitchen of the plant. The food is prepared by the leaf. It has to be transported to all other parts of the plant, and this is done by another vascular tissue that is known as phloem. So children, in plant, two types of vascular tissues are there, xylem and phloem. The food is prepared by the leaves, transported to all parts of the plant through phloem. So xylem and phloem transport substances in plant. The first one, the water and minerals absorbed by the roots to transport to other parts of the plant with the help of xylem, and here the food is prepared by the plant which is transported to other parts of the plant by phloem. So with the help of xylem and phloem, whatever substances are present in the plant, what is absorbing, what is preparing, they are transported to all other parts of the plant. So the xylem and phloem, they are the two important types of vascular tissue present in the plant. Okay children, I hope you have understood today's session. I am going to wind up the session now. Then I will come with another video with another topic. Till then, keep learning. Take care. Thank you.